God freed me from unforgiveness. It had been a heavy burden, a weight on my shoulders that I couldn't shake. The bitterness felt like a root, twisting and turning inside me, poisoning my thoughts. Someone I cared about had wronged me, and the hurt was so deep that I couldn't imagine ever letting it go. I replayed the event over and over in my mind, fueling my anger and resentment. I knew it was eating away at me. My mind was in a constant state of turmoil, and I could feel my physical and emotional health suffering. The thought of forgiving felt like a betrayal to myself, as if letting them off the hook would invalidate my pain. I was trapped in this cycle of hurt and unforgiveness, and I didn't know how to escape. Then, I came across the message about forgiveness. It spoke of how bitterness is a poison we drink ourselves, hoping the other person will be harmed. It reminded me that forgiveness isn't about condoning their actions but about freeing myself. It's about releasing the power they have over me and finding peace. But the most profound part of the message was the idea that I, too, had been forgiven. I had to acknowledge my own faults and the times I had sinned. It was a humbling moment, a quiet admission that I was not without sin. Just as David confessed his wrongdoing to God, I had to confess my own. The moment I did, the weight on my shoulders began to lift. I realized that the grace God extended to me, a sinner, was the same grace I needed to extend to others. It was a gift I received, and now I had to give it away. I prayed, not for the person who had wronged me, but for myself. I asked for the grace to see them as someone also in need of God's love and forgiveness. I asked to be freed from the chains of my own bitterness. The change wasn't instant, but it was real. By choosing to forgive, I chose freedom. The bitterness didn't vanish completely overnight, but its power over me was broken. I could think clearly again, my heart felt lighter, and the turmoil in my mind began to subside. I was no longer a prisoner to my own pain. I was free, and in that freedom, I found the true meaning of grace.